Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Writer's Corner. I'm your host, Evan Wunderlich. Please join me in welcoming the author of Everyone Fits, the most talked about fiction book on the market, following the very different lives of students within one high school, the one and only Caroline Michelle.
Hi there, Evan. I'm so honored to be on your show.
I'm the one who should be honored. A 2-time New York bestseller agreed to sit down and talk with me and let other people see it.
I want to help everyone understand the deeper meaning behind my book, Everyone Fits, and talk to readers so they know it's more than just a fun story.
In that case, let's start with a few questions from the audience. Someone get her a mic.
Oh my gosh, Caroline, I'm such a huge fan of your work. This is amazing. I'm Julie. My book club, the book clubbers, and I just finished Everyone Fits. By the way, I suggested it because I'm such a huge fan. The book clubbers and I think that we were wondering who you wrote this book for. I told them that it was clearly written for the attention of high school parents to, for them to think how high school students are in school, but Stacy thinks you wrote it for in mind of students. Could you please explain to her that I was right all along?
Thank you so much for all your support, Julie, but actually your friend is right. I wrote Everyone Fits with student readers in mind, and of course everyone is very much invited to read my book, but I did intend for the primary audience to be high schoolers, just because I wanted other students to know some of the things I wish that I knew in high school.
Caroline, you must love having such devoted fans. Of all your fans, what group do you think bought your book the most?
You're right, I do feel incredibly lucky to have such great readers. They're so supportive and loving and care about connecting to the book on a deeper level.
Before filming today's show, we conducted a survey for all live audience members who had already read all of Everyone Fits. The first question was in regards to the intended audience, and we asked, who do you think the intended audience of this book is? The options given were 1, high school students, 2, parents of high school students, and 3, other. Play along at home, then stay tuned to hear the correct answer from the author herself. These are the survey results from our studio audience. 83% said high school students are the intended audience. 7% said the parents of high school students are the intended audience. And 10% said another group was the intended audience.
I would say mostly high schoolers bought my book, and I think that's because they wanted to get inside of the minds of other high school students as they're navigating everything, because of course there's so much to navigate in high school. So hopefully people reading my book are high schoolers who are experiencing very similar things and also have the experience of one school in different ways.
If you said the intended audience is high school students, then you're correct. Keep watching for more survey questions and results.
I think it helps them kind of navigate their way through a path of high school that is meant to be for them. And I've also noticed lots of parents have bought Everyone Fits, and I think it's because parents will do any type of research they can to get to know more about their high schoolers.
You mentioned helping students navigate through high school. What was your main purpose or goal of writing Everyone Fit?
The next question our studio audience responded to was, what do you think the purpose of this book is? The options are 1, even if students' interests are seen as weird or different, they are still crucial to their high school environment. 2, to show students how every single club, class, and student is crucial to the high school experience/community. And 3, other. Here are the survey results from the second question. This one was a bit more tricky, with 35% saying option 1, 62% saying option 2, and only 3% saying option 3.
The central purpose of writing this book was to encourage students to sign up for that one class or listen to that one type of music or even eat that one food, no matter what other people would say.
If you said the purpose of the book, Everyone Fits, is to show students how every single club, class, and student is crucial to the high school experience / community, then you're correct.
That's great. I remember when I was in high school, I wanted to start a daily news broadcast, but I didn't want to be judged by my classmates. After I graduated, another student started it, and it ended up attracting attention from the local news.
Wow.
I always wondered if I would become a news reporter, just like my dad and grandfather were. If only we had Carol Ann's book when all of us were in high school. Let's check back in with our audience. Who else has a question for Carol Ann and wants to share their story or thoughts of when reading Carol Ann's book, Everyone Fits?
Hi, my name is Roy Smith, and I wanted to sign up for ceramics my freshman year of high school. My friends thought it was boring and stupid, so I didn't take it. During my sophomore year, I met my best friend Joey, who encouraged me to take ceramics the following year. Thank God I did, because I met my wife in that class, and now we own a ceramics studio.
Good.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, Roy. I'm so glad to hear that everything worked out for you. Sharing stories just like that is exactly what we need to show today's youth that it is definitely worth following your dreams and signing up for everything that you want to. That actually reminds me of a story about my younger brother, Jim, who in high school was in the marching band, and of course everyone knows people who are in band a lot of times get made fun of. And the marching band was just so tired of it, so one time they just didn't show up to a football game. And that really was surprising to everyone and made them realize how crucial it was to have the marching band be a part of their school, even if they weren't necessarily friends with them or they didn't realize they impacted each other. So after that day, no one ever made fun of the marching band ever again, and they were at every football game.
That's just incredible, Caroline. Caroline, when you were writing the book, did you relate any examples to yourself or feelings you had in high school?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, I wanted to be a writer for sure, which clearly worked out. I'm pretty lucky about that. I wrote about everything and absolutely anything. I wrote about everything that happened in the morning when I failed a test. At first it was a journal, it kind of turned more into stories. And I just wanted to kind of get my point across. I wanted to write a newspaper in high school because we had never had one. And I was kind of worried about being seen as the weird writer kid. So I joined the journalism club and started a newspaper anyways, and I absolutely loved it. I made tons of new friends in that class, and I learned a ton about writing, which I'm so thankful for. I had a great teacher. This is why I want to always encourage other students to do the same thing. If they end up not liking it, of course, they can go find something else to do, but I think that if you're interested, it's of course worth giving it a shot. And the character in my book, Sarah, who is very interested in journalism, is kind of loosely based off me.
No way! I love that. Before we go, is there anything else you want to share with our audience members and online viewers?
Our last question of our survey was, what do you think the main argument in this book is? The options again were 1, even if students' interests are seen as weird or different, they are still crucial to their high school environment. 2, to show students how every single club, class, and student is crucial to the high school experience / community. And then 3, other. The results this time around were once again a bit less unanimous as the first question. 70% said option 1, 26% said option 2, and only 4% said option 3.
Yeah, so I just want to say, of course, my purpose of writing this book was to encourage students to participate in anything they want, but I'm also very passionate about my argument that no matter how weird or different a student's interests seem to others, they are still a crucial part of their high school environment. And kids just really need to see that pursuing any interest in high school opens up a lot more opportunities, including meeting new people that are going to be part of the rest of their lives, or anything in the future like a career.
If you said the main point the author was trying to argue is even if students' interests are seen as weird or different, they're still crucial to their high school environment, then you've got it correct.
Wow, you just amazed me. Let's have one last round of applause for Caroline Richard. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, and thank you to everyone who is here today in the studio and just constantly supporting my writing. I hope to be back here soon.
Thank you. Hey, before we leave, make sure to tune in next week at 8 to listen to J.R. Dunn about Birds on Vacation, the book he wrote. Also, as a surprise, we have made a movie based off the book, and we will release it soon. It is coming to theaters soon, so make sure to clear those schedules and get ready for the new drop. Thank you.